Hi, good day everyone. So today we'll be doing June 2022 paper 1, numbers 41 to 60. So let's go to the first question. Miss Clark arranged the 15 test scores of her students in order of size and selected the 8th score of reporting purposes. Which of the following statistical measures did Miss Clark obtain? That is not mean. It is not mode. Mode is most popular. It is not a range. It would be D. So median. Now, guys, I know I didn't say this, but please remember, for median, right, you have to arrange it from smallest to largest, or largest to smallest. It doesn't matter, but it has to be in order. And then, you know, last you find out where the middle score is. And if we see 8, 15, and 8 is probably in the middle of 15. Right? So we know that this is median. Number 42, a pie chart drawn to scale shows how students use 12 hours to study English, mathematics, French, and geography. Right? They said the amount of time approximately studying mathematics. Now, mathematics, see here, although we're not seeing it, it is approximately a quarter. Right? A quarter of the circle. They said that the total thing is 12 hours. So mathematics would be a quarter of 12, which is 3. So for mathematics, he will take approximately 3 hours. Right, that is how you would do this question. Let's look at number 43. If the mean of 4 scores 4, 8x, and 12 is 10, then x is, right. X is, what is x? X, they're trying to tell you that your mean is equals to 10. Your number of items or scores is 4. So therefore my total would be 10 multiplied by 4, which is 40, right? So 4 plus 8 plus x plus 12 supposed to give you the total of 40. So we're going to say 8 and 12 is 20. Wait, yeah, 8 and 12 is 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. So that's 24 plus x is equals to 40 plus x. So x would be 40 minus 24, which is equals to 16. So my answer is D. Right, number 44. Item 44 refers to the following table, which shows the result of a survey of 100 persons with 2 major ethnic groups, P and R. Respondents were interviewed about their attitude towards maths. This is a repeated question. Well, the same table, but the question changes. Last time when we did it was negative. This now here is positive. A respondent is selected at random. A respondent, I didn't even tell you which ethnic group. What is the probability that he has a positive attitude towards mathematics? So total for positive, they told you that the respondent is selected at random. So my total is for the entire thing, which is 100. And we know probability is my desired over the total. My desired is the persons who like maths or have a positive attitude towards maths. That's 37. So my probability would be 37 divided by 100. You divide that, you shift it 1, 2, so it is going to be 0.37. So my answer is B. Number 44. The point where a linear function crosses the horizontal axis. First up, this is a repeated question again. Horizontal axis is your x-axis, right? A linear function just means a straight line, right? So they're asking you, the point at which a straight line crosses your x-axis is known as your x-intercept, which is A, right? Let's look at 46. The equation of the straight line which passes through a point 0.05 has a gradient of 4. So they're telling you my gradient is equals to 4. We have 0.5. They want to know what is the equation of the line. We know that y is equals to mx plus c. So if we're using 0.5, that 0 is equals to 4 by 5 plus plus C. Hold on, am I doing this? My bad. I flipped it. It is not 0. Y is a 5. So that's 5 is equals to 4 by 0 plus C. So it's 5 is equals to C, right? So we know it is Y is equals to gradient, which is 4x plus 5, which is C. So we're looking for that. That is C is your answer. Right, this question, which of the following graph represents a linear function? Linear function is a straight line. So it cannot be C, it cannot be D, right? We have A and B. This here, when they say a linear function, we have Y is equals to mx plus C. They have a y-intercept. This does not have a y-intercept. Okay, because this does not have, meaning that the line that we are showing is not going through your y-axis, it will not be B, so the answer is A. Right, now let us look at number 48. 48 refers to the following graph of a quadratic function. And they're going to ask you for the maximum point. The maximum point of the function for that equation is, right? We're looking for the point at which it reaches its maximum. That is right here. Let's put that in pink so you guys can see. Right here, this is your maximum. That is x is 2, y is 4. Right? Anything lower would not be a maximum. Right? So therefore, x is 2, y is 4. Our answer is E. All right? 49, a line L is parallel to the line. What is the gradient of L? Now, when we say parallel, that means their gradients are equal, right? So if they said they are parallel, that means my gradient is equal to line L, right? So, so we need to find out the gradient of this line. To find out the gradient of this line, you need to make y the subject. Right? Because if we make y the subject, we'll put it in the form y is equals to mx plus c, and whatever is in front of x would be our gradient. So we have to make y positive. So 3x minus 7y minus 9 is equals to 0. You're going to carry across this here. So you're going to have 3x minus 9 is equals to 7y. We'll just flip it around. 7y is equals to 3x minus 9. Right? So now we're going to make y the subject, carry across, multiply by 7. So y is equals to 3 over 7x minus 4, not 4, 9 over 7. So the gradient would be 3 over 7. That is C. All right, look at this question. Hold on. They told you that g of x is equals to 7x minus 3 all over 5 to find out g of minus 6. That means wherever we see x, we're going to put minus 6. So it's going to be 7 by minus 6 minus 3 all over 5. 7 6s are 42 minus 42 minus 3 over 5. This would be minus 45 over 5, which is equals to negative 9. That is, A would be our answer. You understand? Oh. Number 51. The range of f of x is equals to x squared. I'm assuming that is x squared, right? For the domain is this, they want to find out your range. So it goes from domain to range. We use the equation that they give you. F of x is equals to x squared, right? No, that's not x squared, that's x cubed. Looking at the answers is x cubed, right? So when x is equal to minus 2, my range would be 2 to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 3, which is equals to minus 2 by minus 2 multiplied by minus 2. We have 8, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, and then a minus, a plus, and a plus, and a minus, and a minus. So the first answer is minus 8. If we look at the options here, D is the only one with minus 8. So therefore, D is your answer. This one was pretty quick, right? 52. What is the following pair of lines is perpendicular? Perpendicular lines means my gradient, right, is equal to, the product of my gradients is equal to -1. So m1 multiplied by m2 is equals to -1. So we have to make, well, first off, it would not be this one because our gradients for b is 2. 2 multiplied by 2 is not -1. So b is out of it, right? We could look at C. Let's look at C before we go to E. We have y is equals to minus 4x plus 10. So that means the gradient is -4. And then we have 4y is equals to x plus 1. If we carry across 4, it will be divided by 4. So y is equals to 1 over 4 minus 4x. Sorry, it would not be 1 over minus 4. My bad. We carry across, multiply by 4, it'll turn to divide by 4. So that would be x divided by 4 plus 1, which is also known as 1 over 4x plus 1. So my gradient for in C is -4, and this one is a quarter. Now, if we multiply that, -4 by a quarter will give you -1, so the answer is C. And that is how you would do it. For A, you would do the same thing. You make y the subject, and you look at the gradient or the coefficient of x. That would tell you what is the gradient of that line, and you multiply the two, and if you get -1, then you know that is your perpendicular line. So C is your answer. They ask you if the sum of the interior angles of polygon is 4 right angles. 4 right angles means 4 multiplied by 90 is equals to 360. Then the polygon is not a triangle, it's not a hexagon. First off, if you didn't even need to do this. Sorry, you didn't need to do this. They told you the number of interior angles is 4, so it would be a quadrilateral. D is your answer. How many interior angles? Quad is 4, right? This question, 54, item 54 refers to the following diagram of transformation. This here, we can see clearly, see is a reflection, right? So it is B. Item 55 refers to the following diagram of isosceles triangle. That is, this side and this side is equal. What is the value of x? We know that the interior angle for a triangle is 180. So 180 is equal to x plus 30 plus 30. So that is 180 is equals to x plus 30, and 30 is 60. So x would be equal to, you carry across 60, that is 180 minus 60, which is x is equals to 120. So the angle for x would be C. Number 56 says, 56 refers to the following pair of similar triangles, right? The length of MO would be, now if we look at it, it's the same angle, but there's a ratio. It's a 6:3 ratio. There's a 6:3, so this is a 2:1 ratio. So to find MO, you would have to multiply 7 divided by 2, which is equals to 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. So your answer is C. Right? So you look at how from 3 to 6. So 3 multiplied by what would give you 6? 3 multiplied by 2. So the same thing, what multiplied by 2 would give you 7? 3.5. Right? So you know that this length for MO is 3.5. Hold on, 3.5? Yeah, 3.5. The image of point P, so P is equals to 1, 2. Underwent the translation is, so P1 and P prime is -5, 4, -4. What is a translation vector? So we know to go from an object to image, right? Sorry, an object to image, to go from P to P1, it would be 1, 2 plus XY, right? We don't know what is the translation, to give you -5 -4. So we have to find out what is x, right? So that's 1 plus 5 is equal, no, not 1 plus 5. What am I saying? 1 plus x is equals to minus 5. 1 plus x is equals to negative 5. So x would be minus 5 minus 1, which is equals to negative 6. The only one that have negative 6 is A, but let's just check to see if we got a question with y. We know it's 2 plus y is equals to negative 4. So you want to make y the subject, that is negative 4. You carry across plus 2 over the equal sign, that's negative 2. So y is equals to also negative 6. So our answer again is E, right? Number 58. A plane is flying in a direction of 45 degrees and changes course in a clockwise direction to 135, the angle through which the plane is turned. So it went from 45 plus some number to give you 135, right? So this some number would be 135 minus, hold on, yeah, minus 45. Right, so that sum number is equals to, let us check, 135 minus 45, that's 0, this is 12, 12 minus, no, 13 minus 4 is 9, right, so the answer is 90 degrees, so this angle it turned was 90 degrees, right, so it would be B as your answer. Right, number 59 refers to the following diagram of a building. A surveyor set up his instrument 12 meters from the foot of the building. Hold on. So the distance from here to here, again, is 12, right? The angle of the building and the records the angle. Okay. A surveyor set up his instruments 12 meters from the foot, right? And records the angle of elevation of the top of the building, right? They told you that's 40 degrees. That estimate height of the building can be obtained. So first off, they're asking you to find out this length here because that's height, right? This have nothing to do with hypotenuse. So we want your adjacent. We have your, not adjacent, sorry. We want to find your opposite, right? We have the adjacent as well. So your opposite, let's say your opposite is x, your adjacent is 12. We look at SOHCAHTOA, so it is tan, right? We're not going to use because we have no hypotenuse. Yeah, so it would be this adjacent. Let's put what tan is equal to. So tan 40 is equals to opposite over hypotenuse. Not hypotenuse, adjacent. Right? Your opposite again is x because we don't know what's the value over adjacent, which is 12. We want to find out what is 12. I mean, not what is 12, what is x? So you carry across 12. So that's 12 tan 40 is equals to x. So that is what x is equals to. Right? So you're looking for 12 tan 40. And we want to know the height of the building. The height of the building would be from here to here. So you have to add 1.6. So it is 1.6 plus whatever x is equal to. That is this length here, from here to here. Right? So we get B would be your answer. It would not be this, because it's not cos, so it's not A. Right? We do not subtract, so it's not this. Right? It's not sine. Right? We have 12 tan 40, which is correct. Right? But we are not subtracting. They want the height of the building, which is this entire thing. Right? And that's how you would get this question. Now, your last question says, I think we did this already. Right? No, they changed it up. This is 30. So we see our Z angle. Right. So again, we see as the angle, right? We know the interiors of our Z angle is the same. So this as well is 30 degrees. Right, the diagram above shows the angle of depression. If x is in meters, if x is 10 meters from y, so this is 10, the height of yz, so they want to find out if we're using this 30 degrees, this is your opposite. So we're going to use SOHCAHTOA, it's not tan. We're not going to use sine. We won't use cos if we're using this 30. So it would be sine 30 is equals to your opposite over your hypotenuse, over 10, right? No, they didn't give you a hypotenuse. Sorry, no, they didn't give you a hypotenuse. My bad. This here is your adjacent. So it is not sine, it is not it would be a tangent. Sorry. This would be tan. So it's not this, it's not this. This 10 here is your adjacent. Right, that is the side with your angle as well as your 90 degrees. So that's tan 30 is equal to your opposite, which is, we'll just put it as opposite, over over adjacent, which is 10. We carrying across, we want to find opposite by itself, so that's 10 tan 30 is equals to opposite. So we're looking for that 10 tan 30, which is E. And that is how you would get your answer for number 60. And that now, guys, this is the end of May, June 2022, numbers 41 to 60.